Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. So today's video is going to be for S.5 area and perimeter in the coordinate plane. So a lot of this is still just using the area formulas and then remembering that perimeter is adding all your sides. Here shortly you'll see that sometimes we're going to have to use the distance formula to help us out. So let's look at number one. It says, what's the area of the square? So first thing we want to do is recognize it's telling us we're using a square and it wants the area. So area of a square is base times height. So now I need to find the length of one of my sides. Because it's a square, we know all the sides are the same. So if I find one, I find all of them. You can do this simply by counting because it's a straight up and down line. So if you have a straight up and down or a straight side to side line like this, you can just count. It's the diagonal lines that are going to be tougher later. So let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my base is 6, and so is my height because all the sides are the same. So my area for this one would be 36. This one is very much like the last one. The only thing is, this time it wants perimeter, and it's a rectangle. So this time all my sides are not going to be the same. However, a rectangle, we know my top is equal to my bottom, and my right is equal to my left. So how do I find perimeter? You have to add all the sides. So first we need to find all of our sides. So from V to Y, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9. And that means my bottom is also going to be 9. So I'm going to add my top and bottom to my left and right. This side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my right side is 7. I don't know what happened there. We had 9 plus 9. And my two sides are 7 plus 7. So then you would add all of those together, and then that is going to give you your perimeter of 32. All right, so this is where it's going to get tough. It says, what is the perimeter of the triangle? So two sides of my triangle are straight lines. So I know I can just count to find those sides. And in order to find perimeter, I have to add all of my sides. If you notice, HJ is a diagonal line. So you cannot just count those to find that side length. So what we need to do is the distance formula. The distance formula is back from, I believe, unit 1 or 2. So if we don't remember that, it is the square root of x2, it's an x, minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Okay, so my x's and my y's, those are coordinates. So I need to find the coordinates of the 2 points. I don't know why that keeps doing that. So if I find my coordinates of j, that is -4, +7. Then I find the coordinates of h, and that is 5, -5. And again, my distance formula, try to write that out again since it deleted on me. Gotta love technology, right guys? Square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to label these. This is going to be my first x. That's my first y because that's the first point I wrote down. This is going to be my second x and my second y because that's the second point that I wrote down. So I'm going to take my numbers and I'm going to plug them into my equation. So I have the square root of x2. Well, x2 was 5 minus x1. x1 is -4. Plus my y2, which was -5, minus y1, which was 7, squared. So I'm now going to go through and solve these. Using order of operations, I need to start on the inside of my parentheses. 5 minus -4. Anytime you have two negatives, we know those change into a positive. So now I have square root of 5 plus 4, which is 9, squared, plus, work inside of these parentheses, -5 minus 7. -5 minus 7 is -12. And I still have to square that one. Now I'm going to do my exponents. 9 squared, well, that's 9 times 9, which is 81, plus -12 squared, which is -12 times -12, which is 144. I'm now going to add those two together. So 81 plus 144, and that equals 225. The last step is to take the square root of that. Square root of 225 is 15. So my length disappeared on me, but from here to here is 15. So to find perimeter, I need to add all my sides. So I have 15 plus, now these ones I can just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So then I add all of those to find my perimeter. 15 plus 9 plus 12 gives me a grand total of 36. Alright guys, so remember that distance formula? You're going to use that quite a few times on here. Eventually you're going to get some problems also that only give you the coordinates. Well, if they only give you the coordinates, that means you're going to have to use the distance formula a few times to find all the different side lengths. Alright guys, give me a call if you have any questions. Have a great day.